Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. In today's class, we're going to learn about nouns, countable nouns, and uncountable nouns. You already know nouns are the names of people, animals, things, or anything which has got a name in the world that is considered as a noun. Now, nouns can be of two types, countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable, count. The word itself shows you can count them. Uncountable, uncount. The word says you cannot count them. Let us learn about them in this paragraph. Mrs. Singh and her son Goldie went to the market for shopping. Mrs. Singh bought some cheese, butter, milk, and a loaf of bread at the dairy shop. She also bought some mangoes and bananas. Goldie bought two notebooks, a pencil, a sharpener, and an eraser. Now, see, children, here in this paragraph we have few things to talk about, like cheese, butter, milk, loaf of bread, shop, mangoes, bananas, notebooks, pencil, sharpener, eraser. Now, out of these words, some words are in bold. What are they? Pencil, notebooks, sharpener, eraser, mangoes, bananas. These words are given in bold print. Why? Because these are called countable nouns. Countable nouns, we have already learned the nouns which can be counted. Suppose you buy a dozen of bananas. So how many you get in that? 12 bananas. That means you can count the bananas. So the nouns which can be counted, they are called countable nouns. Notebooks, you can count the number of notebooks. Pencils, you can count them. Sharpeners, you can count. Erasers, you can count. Shop, number of shops, you can count. So whatever can be counted, such nouns are called countable nouns. Now there are few more words in this paragraph. They are in italics. You can see cheese, butter, milk, loaf of bread. These are in italics. What are these italics words telling us? Can you count cheese? Can you count a piece of butter if I give you? Can you count milk? The drops of milk? Not possible, right? So the nouns which cannot be counted, they are called as uncountable nouns. That is what is given under it, children. The words in bold are countable nouns. They refer to things that can be counted. The words in italics are uncountable nouns. They refer to things that cannot be counted. So the nouns which can be counted, like bananas, mangoes, pencil, all these are called as countable nouns. And the nouns which cannot be counted, like butter, milk, water, all these are called as uncountable nouns. Now, based on countable nouns and uncountable nouns, what we have revised just now, this is the A-bit exercise in your grammar textbook, that is your grammar book, page number 18, children. Group the following nouns into countable nouns and uncountable nouns. So, if that is a countable noun, we write C over there. And if it is an uncountable noun, we write UN. Did you see, children? I have written C for some nouns, and for some nouns I have written UN. C refers to countable, UN refers to uncountable. Am I clear? So if you look at few examples out of them, paper, you can count the number of papers. So that's a countable noun. Kilometers, you can count 2 kilometers, 10 kilometers, you can count them. So they are countable nouns. Trees, number of trees you can count. Countable nouns. Food, If rice is served to you, will you be able to count all the grains? Not possible. Uncountable nouns. Hair. Number of strands of your hair. Can you count? Not possible. Uncountable nouns. Gold. It's a metal. Uncountable noun. Salt. It's uncountable. Can you count the salt grains? No. So uncountable noun. Ball. Number of balls. You can count them. Countable nouns. So fish. Countable. Rose. Countable. Trains. Countable. Potato. Countable. Aeroplane. Countable. Loin. Countable. Meet. So when you are meeting someone, when you are going to meet someone, that's an action that cannot be counted. So it is uncountable. Wool. Uncountable. Wool, the wool which is on the animal, on the skin of the animal, that cannot be counted. That is uncountable noun. Picture. Uncountable noun. Chair. Countable. Cat. Countable. Mountain. Countable. Ink. Drops of ink. Can you count them? No. Uncountable. Country is countable. Mother. Countable. Petrol. Again a liquid. You cannot count the drops. Uncountable. Brick. Countable. Ceiling. Uncountable. Wood. Uncountable. Sea. Uncountable. The drops of water in the sea cannot be counted. Story. Uncountable. Bed. Countable. Playground. Uncountable. Luggage. Countable. Cement. You cannot count the grains of cement. Uncountable. Pants. Countable. Tea. You cannot count the grains of tea powder, or you cannot count the drops of made tea. That is uncountable. Stone. You can count. Ears. Countable. Sheep. Countable. Cricket. It's a game. Cannot be counted. Uncountable. Fan. Countable. Are you clear, children? The nouns that can be counted are countable nouns, and the nouns that cannot be counted as are called uncountable nouns. Now there's another exercise in page number 19, children. You have to pick out countable nouns and uncountable nouns and write them in the space provided. So I have given headings like countable and uncountable. So in the first sentence, once a wolf was very thirsty. He went to a river to drink water. So I have separated. You can see number 1, wolf. You can count the number of wolves. So countable. I have written it in countable section. Whereas in the same sentence, river and water, you cannot count. They are uncountable nouns. So I have written river and water under uncountable heading. In the same way, second sentence, once a man had a goose. It laid an egg a day. Now in this sentence, man is countable, goose is countable, eggs are countable, and days are countable. So I have written the 4 words under countable heading, and there is no uncountable noun in this sentence. Similarly, third sentence, once a stork and a fox became friends. Now in this, stork can be counted and fox can be counted. So I have written these nouns in countable list, whereas there is no uncountable noun even in this sentence. Fourth, my mother doesn't like coffee. Now mother is a countable noun, so I have written under countable list. Coffee, we cannot count the grains of coffee. I have written under uncountable nouns, or we cannot count the drops of coffee. That is uncountable. Next, all of us need water. So there is no countable noun in this sentence, whereas water is an uncountable noun. Renu had no money in her purse. Now money is a countable noun. Purse is also a countable noun. And in this sentence again, there is no uncountable noun. So I have just put a dash over there. Seventh, this table is made of steel. Table, you can count. It's a countable noun. And steel cannot be counted. Uncountable. Next, once there lived a farmer in a village. He had 4 sons, but none of them liked to do any work. Now here is farmer is a countable noun, village is a countable noun, and sons are also countable nouns. Again in 8th sentence there is no uncountable noun. 9th, the price of sugar has gone up. Now here there is no countable noun in 9th sentence. So I have marked a hyphen or a dash for countable list, and uncountable sugar. You cannot count the grains of sugar. So it's uncountable. Don't walk on the grass. Now again there is no countable noun, and in uncountable noun we have written grass. So you people need to segregate like this and write the words from the sentences as I have written, children. Now there is C bit. Find out from the market the price of items listed here and write them down as in the example. You may use the appropriate option from the help box. So here, children, for these words given, what is the appropriate option? Correct option we have to match, make a sentence and draft some cost for it. We can write any imaginary cost of our own. So exemplary statements are toothpaste. Now for toothpaste, the word which suits is tube. So the sentence is a tube of toothpaste costs rupees 30. So cost, how much, can be anything we can write on our own. Similarly for soap, the word which suits for soap is cake. So the sentence is a cake of soap costs rupees 18. So have you understood, children? Appropriate option has to be matched with these words and made into a sentence showing its cost. The third one is milk. You cannot tell 10 of milk, loaf of milk. So we need to use a liter of milk. So I have written a liter of milk costs rupees 27. So this cost is anything you can write, but the sentence making and the matching of the words should be correct. Sugar. You cannot write liter of sugar. So what you'll write? A packet of sugar costs rupees 22. Next, coconut oil. You cannot write here 10 coconut oil. Yes? So the sentence will be a bottle of coconut oil costs rupees 35. Next, jam. You cannot say liter of jam. The sentence is a bottle of jam costs rupees 55. Next, bread. Again you cannot say a bottle of bread. A loaf of bread. So loaf is the appropriate or correct word to be used when we use the word bread. A loaf of bread costs rupees 18. Next, butter. A packet of butter costs rupees 20. Chocolate. A packet of chocolate costs rupees 35. Coffee. You cannot say a liter of coffee, children. The answer is a kilo of coffee costs rupees 110. Did you understand, children, how to match the appropriate options with the words given? So this is how you need to write. So whatever has been written over here, note it down in the same way in your grammar books with a pen.